Today we're going to be going over just a quick and easy project. It's learning how to do placemats. Basically, if you can make a quilt, you have all the skills that you need in order to make placemats. So this is really easy. I like it because it uses your scraps of batting that you have left over, and you just can use any fabrics. I like to use one that has one theme on one side and another on the other, so that it has multifunction. Say for one side could be Christmas, and then the other one can be, for a picnic or something more fun like that. So anyways, that's what we're going to be going over today. So let me just show you. When you finish a quilt, a lot of the time you will have a lot of excess batting. See, this is where my quilt ends, but I have all this batting left over, and it's the perfect width to do your placemats with. So just cut this off, save the batting, and that's what we're going to use for the placemats. The quilt, all you need is two fabrics, one and then a second one that is complementary, both cut to 15 inches by about 22 inches. So then you have all of your pieces cut, front, back, and the batting, all to 15 inches wide by about 22. All you do is grab one of the fabrics, lay it face down, get some 505. You can get this spray at sprayandfix.com. This is what it looks like, 505. Now normally I'd do this outside, but I'm just doing it in here just to kind of show you. It does make a bit of a mess, and there is overspray, so be careful what you spray it around because this will get on it. Good news is it comes off really easily. So just give it a quick spray. Grab your batting that's cut to about the same size and lay it down, smoothing it out from the center. Work your way out. There we go. Spray the next layer. Grab your other fabric and lay this one face side up. The great thing about 505 is that if you make a mistake, it's not permanent, so you can lift it off and reapply. It's very forgiving. So there, that's it. Basically, I have one side, batting in the middle, the other side, and now. So you can really make these about any size that you want to. I'm going to be going with about 18.5 inches wide by about 12.5 inches deep. And after you've drawn that square on your fabric, not sure if you can see it on there or not, but I'm just going to go and actually sew along the line that I've just drawn, just to kind of cement it all down. It's all glued nicely, it's holding itself together, so that'll be the next step. Okay, so we've gone through the whole process and sewn a line in an exact size that we want the placemat to be. I don't know if you can see it on this side. Anyways, I've sewn the square that I drew on there, and now I'm ready to cut it. I'm going to treat it like any other quilt. I am going to cut it to 3/4 of an inch from the lines that I've just sewn all the way around. Okay, so I have prepared the whole thing, going through and cutting it to 3/4 of an inch from where I sewed, and then I've rounded the corners. And this is just a personal thing, but I also like to cut back one of the sides, the side that is not going to be machine sewn when you do the binding. And so that way when you flip the binding over, this is just a step in, so that when this folds over, it's a little bit easier to deal with. Anyhow, if you don't know how to do the binding, follow the binding tutorial. what we're going to do now is quilt it, and that's going to be a separate tutorial as well if you don't know how to do it, but basically I'm just going to be drawing diagonal lines, quilting through it really simply. Okay, so this is quilted all the way through, it's completely prepared, and now I am ready to put the binding on it. If you need help with the binding, there is a binding tutorial on quiltingcowboy.com. Okay. So my binding is on now, and I put it on the side. Remember I cut that one side back just a little bit. That's just, again, a personal preference, so that when I have the binding on this side and I flip it over to sew on this side, that this fabric, this with sock monkeys on it, will not get in my way, that it'll be just a little bit cleaner fold. So that's the side that I sew the binding on, and it's ready to go. Turn it over, tack it down, and we're almost done.